Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So today I'm actually giving you guys an invitation to come and watch me retwist my hair. Yes, you heard me correctly. Today I'll be showing you guys my hair maintenance routine. Pretty much what I like to do is refresh my twist for the new upcoming week, and also what I've done over the years, because this is pretty much a standard routine. So this has helped me to achieve growth over the years. And I would pretty much also giving you guys some steps on how I grew my 4C hair. Now, a little disclaimer, I am not a hair specialist. I am not a doctor, so you can take the information that I'll be giving with a grain of salt. I'm not telling anyone to go out and buy these products or to do these things. I'm simply telling you guys what has worked for me and sharing that journey with you. So firstly, I like to use a brush. I normally use my brush on wash days, not necessarily for my hair maintenance or touch-up routine, but I'm just showing you guys. I also like to use my wide tooth comb. And I think a wide tooth comb is very important when it comes on to being a natural person. And I like to have my hair scissors as well. And I like to use aloe vera, oil of choice, preferably for me, Jamaican black castor oil, which my father makes. So shout out to you, daddy. And I like to use leave-in conditioner. Now I'm using olive oil miracle African pride. This is actually a new product that I've been using. Normally I would use this ear lotion from, I think, olive oil brand as well, but this product has been amazing over the past month. So I was like, okay, this is definitely going to be, one of those things in my regime. And now let's move on to the first thing I want to talk about is products. Now, as a person growing your hair, you want to try and find products that offer benefits. Not just because a product has a specific brand does not mean it's going to offer quality. So I think this is something that just takes a little time and testing. So you need to find the right products that offer, like moisture, and you use that product and you're like, okay, I know this is working for me. And that is the case for me when it comes on to that olive oil moisturizer. And I was pretty surprised because I went into the store the day and I was trying to find my regular hair lotion, and I did not see it. So I was like, oh, let me just try this leave-in conditioner. And I was like astonished with the results, and I've been loving the quality and everything of this product. So when it comes on to products, you just have to test and see what products, gives you softer hair, more manageable hair, adds a lot more moisture and those type of things to your hair. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is homemade treatments / aloe vera. For me personally, I haven't really used a lot of homemade treatments. I've done a few protein treatments over the years, but it hasn't been something that has been consistent with my hair growth. I'll probably do a protein treatment 6 months ago, and then I'll probably do it this 6 months, and then I'll probably do it a year later. So it's not something that I've been doing or using consistently. But there are great homemade treatments you can use, like deep conditioning, detox, protein treatments, and so on, that you can actually use to help revive your hair, to help with moisture, to help with growth, with strength, and all that. So you just simply have to do your research. But I'm telling you, specifically for me, aloe vera has been one of that product that I would put high on my list of what contributed to my hair growth. Because for the longest of time, I wasn't using products that was bought in store. I was simply using aloe vera and Jamaican black castor oil. And during that period, that is where I saw the most hair growth. So for me, aloe vera will always be something that is number one in my wash days or my hair maintenance. Aloe vera is just amazing. It has a lot of hair growth properties. And since using aloe vera, my hair texture has changed a bit. My hair is more manageable because I had really tight, coily, thick hair growing up, and aloe vera has really helped to soften my hair. My hair looks a lot darker and healthier. So for me, aloe vera is a must have. Now let's move on to trimming. I know some persons, they might not like the idea of trimming, because I know someone who, when they asked me, like, what are you doing to grow your hair? And I said to them, one of the things that I did was trim my ends. And the person was like, but your hair doesn't grow from the ends, so why would you need to trim it to grow it? And I was explaining to them that, sometimes you have damaged ends and split ends, and you need to get rid of that in order to retain more length. So trimming is a must. But for me, I do not trim very often. I only trim 3 to 6 months for the year. So 2 to 4 times for the year. And the reason for this is because my hair is mostly in protective styling. So my hair isn't let out where, the environment is contributing negatively to my ends. So for me, I don't really do a lot of trimming. And I want to talk about one of my favorite things now, oils. So as you know, there are many different types of oils. You have coconut oil, castor oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, and tea tree oil. So many oils to choose from. And with many different oils, you have many different benefits, because some oils may work better as a sealant versus other oils which works better in your homemade treatments or stuff like that. So for me, I like to use Jamaican black castor oil, which, as I said earlier, my father does make it, so it's easy for me to access that. I also like to use olive oil because it's light. I like to use that one as well. I occasionally use coconut oil or grapeseed oil. I really like my grapeseed oil as well. That has helped significantly over the years with my hair growth. And I'm a firm believer that in order to see results on the outside of your body, you need to be eating healthy and putting healthy things in your body. So this is where nutrition comes into place. So in order for you to get healthy hair growth, you need to be eating healthier and drinking a lot of water. I know a lot of persons are going to be frowning like, oh my god, drinking water. But yes, staying hydrated does help with hair growth. So you need to be eating healthier, having a healthier diet, eating more whole foods, fruits, veggies, and all of that niceness. Now we're moving on to protective styling. And if you know me or if you've seen me personally, then you would know that my hair is always, I'm not going to say always, maybe 95% of the time my hair is in twists, and another 5%, I wouldn't say 5, another like 3%, it's in plaits with beads on the end, and 1% of that time it's in like some big plaits because it's near to wash day, and maybe the other 2% of the time it's out in a puff, because I don't normally wear my hair out. Growing up over the years, I didn't really have anyone to comb my hair because my mom, she's not really a person who can, comb hair and cane and all of that stuff. So while going to high school, I didn't want to wear beads and, not beads, I didn't want to wear, what do you call those things again? Bubbles. I don't want to wear bubbles and ribbons anymore. So I started to wear my hair out. And as a result, I experienced a lot of hair loss over the years, until I decided that, I'm going to learn to comb my hair. And I started by learning how to do twists, and then it just pretty much went from there. So yes, wearing twists and plaits and low manipulation styles will most definitely help you to retain length. It will prevent, like the wind blowing through your hair, causing some of the ends of your hair to cut off when you wear your hair out. So wearing protective styles does help you to grow and retain length. And one more of my favorite things, like these are all my favorite things, but I have specific ones that are my favorite things. So for example, a bonnet. When you're not going out, wear a bonnet. When you're sleeping, wear a bonnet. And even though I'm coming here and saying wear a bonnet, sometimes I myself, I am not consistent with wearing a bonnet. But try your best to cover your hair as much as possible. So this prevents like breakage, from your hair rubbing up against materials and stuff. So cover your hair as much as possible to retain length when you're not going out. And next we're moving on to detangling. Detangling is a must. For me, over the years, I mostly did finger detangling. And then I started with the wide tooth comb. And then I moved on to using a brush. But detangling your hair, it pretty much helps your hair from being detangled, as the word suggests, and it prevents knots from forming in your hair. So when knots are in your hair, you'd probably have to cut it. So when you detangle it frequently, it helps the hair to grow properly. And I want to add that growth is not linear. So you might think that, I've been trying this for a while and I've been trying to be consistent and nothing works for me. It simply means that you need to reevaluate the products that you're using and your regimen. Maybe you're doing something that is just not working for you and you simply need to change it. This is a picture of me on July 2022. And as you can see, compared to April of 2023, you can see that I lost a few inches of my hair, and it wasn't anything to really be upset about or depressed. Hair is hair and the hair grows back. And once you understand that in life, nothing or no journey is straight, it's not linear. You're going to have ups and downs. The thing is, you need to take what you learn through these ups and downs and grow and be better. So that's pretty much a few of the things that has worked for me. Also, little to no heat. If you're trying to grow your hair, then you need to put down the blow dryer. You need to put down the flat iron. I haven't used heat in my hair in about a year, and this has helped me so much to grow hair. And leading up to my last point, just be patient, enjoy the journey, and enjoy and love your hair through all the different cycles and the different parts of the journey that it might take. And these are pretty much just some of the stuff that I have done that has worked for me over the years. And I want to tell you guys that I was not consistent always. And if I should go down and tell you guys my story of finances, because sometimes I did not have money to buy like products and the oils and stuff to use, then you guys would really understand where I am coming from. But at the end of the day, your hair just needs love, care, and patience. And trust me, once you find the right products and you are patient and consistent, then you will start to see the results. So that's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for joining in on this video. If you made it this far, thank you. And again, if you liked this video, please leave a comment, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, my loves.